Hey guys, Paulie Cicero back here. This is something that I wanted to do for a while. Such a treat for you guys. I can't even tell you. If you make this, you're going to be so happy. Um, this is a recipe that I got from my sister. Um, it's called Yummy Meatloaf. And this is, I I'll give you a very quick story. When I was, my sister's a really good cook. She's a very, very, very good cook. Awesome, matter of fact. She can make anything and it tastes good. Poop sandwich, you go, that's good. So she, years and years ago, I don't know, I was probably 17, 18, and I'm, 55 now, so it's been a while. For my birthday, she told me, she made this meatloaf, and I ate it, and I thought it was just fantastic, and I loved it. And so one year for my birthday, 17, 18 years old, she said, I'll make you anything you want. Whatever dinner is that you want, I'll make it for you. And I went, I want meatloaf. And she started laughing. She said, are you kidding me? You want meatloaf? And I go, yeah, man. She goes, you could have lobster. You could have prime rib, whatever you want, I'll make it for you. And I said, no, I want meatloaf, man. That's how good this is, okay? So, there's the story. So, she's been making it for a long time, and I got the recipe, and I started making it, and I'm telling you, although mine is really not as good as hers because she, has the secret ingredient, love. I can't seem to get my hands on that one, but anyway, we're going to make yummy meatloaf today. You're in such a treat. You're in for such a treat. You're going to love it. So, this is really, really a good one. So I highly recommend that you try this. Okay, so without further ado, let's get it. And we're back. I've got it written down here. I don't know if that's going to help anybody. I guess you could pause it. So that's from my sister. Okay, so let's go through everything. 1.5 pounds of ground beef. For this particular, what I'm using, we're going to have 1.5 pounds of ground pork. 1 can of condensed cream of mushroom soup. Cream of mushroom soup. 1 cup small bread cubes. I got about 1.5 cups that I'm going to add because it's not the best ground beef, so it's going to probably be greasy. I want it to absorb some of that. 1/4 cup of finely chopped onion. Again, this is interpretation. I like onion. I'm going to put like 1/2 cup in, so it's really up to you. 1 egg, slightly beaten, which I have. I've already slapped it around a little bit. A half a teaspoon of garlic powder. We have the garlic powder here. Then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. There's the salt. A generous dash of pepper. So, 1/2 teaspoon maybe. And 1/4 cup of water. 1/4 cup of water. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, first I'll put this away. The first thing you do is you have to mix all that stuff together. Put it in a bowl. I got a bowl here. I got the ground beef. I'll show you the ground beef here. Just gonna kind of, it's all in like a block. So there's the ground beef. Then we're going to add the 1.5 of the ground pork. So we're just going to open it up like this. And we're going to put the ground pork in there like that. So now the ground pork is in there. So 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1.5 pounds of ground pork. Then we're going to put a cup and a half. It's supposed to be 1 cup, but I'm going to use a cup and a half of bread cubes. Like that. I'm running out of room to put stuff. Okay, so there's the bread cubes. A 1/4 cup of finely chopped onion. I have medium chopped onion. Okay, so there's the 1/4 cup of onion. Here's my egg that I slapped around a little bit. Okay, here's my 1/4 cup of water. That goes in there. And I'm going to open this up. We're going to put in a half a can of the cream of mushroom soup, just like that. Okay, then we're going to put 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I love garlic, so I've added some of the garlic, minced garlic. Just a tablespoon. We're going to put like a tablespoon in there. Okay. That's that. Then we're going to put some pepper. Okay, put some pepper in there, just like that. And then we're going to put some salt in there. It's a dash of this and a dash of that, so you put like a 1/4 to a half a teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 to a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, so that's everything. I'm going to go through here just to, and it's optional to put garlic and stuff in there, but I got everything in there. So here it is. And now I'm going to start mushing it up with my hands. Need both hands for that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mush it up, and then I'll get back to you. Okay, we're back, everybody. I got a 13 by 9 cake pan. That's what we're going to use. I already sprayed it with a little bit of lubricant, which was like, I think it was like canola oil. I'm going to get this in here. You get it in, and you also do the sides, because you know, this is meat, and it has a tendency to splatter, and so you want to get it, you know, well coated. It'll splatter up on the sides, and then it'll burn, and you know, it takes a long time to, to clean it. So, okay, so here is what we're looking at. I did that. This is, you're gonna be dying when you taste this. Okay. So we just scoop that out into the pan, and we make a loaf. It's going to look like a football, sort of. Okay, so here we go. Take this out, just like that. It just kind of flopped out. Okay. I'm telling you what, this is one of the best you're ever going to have. You'll never eat meatloaf again the same way. I'll tell you right now. Okay, so I had a, I had a Kleenex or a paper towel. Okay, I'll just get some more paper towel. Okay, there we go. I have to wash my hands again anyway. So here's what we got. Just like that. Look at it sliding around in there already. Okay, so this is our our meatloaf. Now, we're going to set our oven, we're going to preheat our oven to 350 degrees, and we're going to put it in there for an hour and 15 minutes. Okay? Hour and 15 minutes, and then the balance of the other half a can of soup, we're going to mix that with a little bit of water, and we're going to mix that with a little bit of water, and we're going to mix it up real good. And we're also going to use, as this bakes, after about 45 minutes, we're going to take it out, and we're going to take some of the drippings and add it to our soup mixture. Okay, our soup and water. We're going to add some drippings to that. So that's going to be what we're going to use to cover the top with. So it's going to be awesome. Okay. Heat through, stirring occasionally. Okay, so that's for the mushroom soup mixture, which is what we're going to do. So as of right now, check the time, and we're going to put this in. Like I said, 350, an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to come back in about 45 minutes. You don't put a cover on it. We're going to come back in about 45 minutes, and then we're going to baste it. We're back 45 minutes. We're going to baste and put it back in. So, let's see what she looks like. Oh boy, foamed up the glasses. Oh mama. Looky here. Look at all them juices. Right? So, what we need to do is we need to use a baster like that, and then we're going to suck up the juice and put it on top. Tough to do with one hand, so I'm gonna put you down. Yeah. I'll put my mitt back on, and we're going to ooh, yeah. You could hear it. Okay, so there you go. Right, now, goes back in. Goes back in for another 15 minutes. We got a half hour left to cook, so we're going to another 15 minutes. We're going to baste it, and then 15 minutes after that, we're going to take it out. So I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, and we're back. I just drained some of that off. I'm going to take a little taste. Crazy good. Okay, so what we're going to do, I drained some of it because there was a lot of drippings in there. You don't have to drain it all. You want to leave a little bit in there. Now we're going to take this, is our mixture of the drippings and the cream of mushroom soup. We're going to pour it over the top. Just like that. And there you have it. Yummy meatloaf. I'm going to cut myself a piece. Taste it. I guess we're going to find out what it's going to taste like. Taste it. Oh. Yeah, it's perfect. Man. I can't even tell you. That's good stuff. Okay, so anyway, let's wrap it up. That is the yummy meatloaf, my sister's recipe. I hope everybody's still okay, still feeling good. Be safe. Wash your hands a lot. We've got this virus going around right now. I personally have been in the house for a month. Haven't left the house. Luckily, I'm stocked up on everything, and I don't have to really worry about it. But stay in the house. Keep your distance from people if you have to go out. Lots of Purell on your hands. I guess they found that the only way is prolonged. If you're sitting in a room, like a small room with somebody that has it for, hours, you can get it. But other than that, it's mostly, when you touch your eyes or, rub your nose or, lick your fingers or something like that, give it to yourself. So wash your hands. I'm begging you. And that'll help stop the spread too. Anyway, go ahead and make that because it's absolutely phenomenal. If you can get your hands on some veal, please do it because it makes a big difference in the flavor. So, comment below, like, share, subscribe. Again, trying to grow the channel. I hope everybody's safe. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We're going to get through this. Everything's going to be cool and back to normal here pretty soon. So, if you have any, like I said, if you have any comments, leave them below. If you have any suggestions, requests, leave it below. The next thing I'm going to do is probably going to be the cabbage rolls, the golumki. My mom's recipe for stuffed cabbage, Polish, So that's probably going to be coming up, but I don't have any cabbage, so I'm not leaving the house to get cabbage. I love you guys. I'm not willing to die for you. Okay, so anyway, stay safe. Fingers crossed everything's going to work out here pretty soon. Enjoy the meatloaf. Adios.